Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Just doing some more investigating on the Richland, Washington Fred Meyer shooting of Monday, February 7th. And look at what was published in their local paper 2 days ago, which was the day of the shooting. Today's February 9th that I'm presenting this information. But on the day of the shooting in their paper, Richland to pay 5 months' salary to police chief to resign. And it was just days before the shooting that the chief of police for Richland, Washington resigned, and he did not express why he resigned. And just to read the article, Richland's police chief has resigned after less than 3 years with the agency. Chief John W. Bruce was hired and began in June 2019 after the city's former chief took a job as police chief in Eugene, Oregon. Bruce told the Tri-City Herald that his resignation is effective Friday, January 28th. He declined to say why he was leaving. That's also the day that the officer out of Yakima, Washington, not far away, made national headlines because he reportedly died from COVID after telling the governor of Washington, Jay Inslee, to kiss his ass on October 18th, the anniversary of Event 201. Anyhow, he said he didn't have any other jobs lined up and wasn't sure if he'd be remaining in Richland. Bruce confirmed his pending departure shortly after he submitted a letter of resignation to city manager John Amundsen on Tuesday morning. Bruce has more than 32 years of law enforcement experience, most recently leading the Frisco, Texas police force before moving to Richland. Richland officials said in a news release Tuesday that the city will launch a recruitment effort with plans to be announced in the coming months. Isn't it so interesting that the chief of police would resign without anything lined up just days before this happened? Again, if you saw my on-the-ground reporting at the scene, nobody really knew who was in control. Nobody had any answers. Nobody'd seen anything with their own eyes. They were all just following orders, standing outside, blocking off the street, making it look like something happened there. And you think maybe this was a man with some integrity? And he got word of the federal agenda coming through his town and he didn't want any part of it? Wasn't worth a salary to him? I mean, it looks like he got paid $81,000 in 5 months' salary, but still, he probably had a pretty comfy job and a career ahead of him that he probably could have stayed with until he was 70 years old or so. From what I looked up, assuming it's true on city records, he's 59. So, I mean, most people in this country work until they get close to 70. But, and he moved up from Texas to take this job, and then he just quits out of the blue? Because of the age of the internet, you can look up everyone's information. His phone number's online, his address is online. I'm almost tempted to drive to his house and knock on his door and see if he'll talk to me. But, he probably won't for his own safety. If he's still in town when I finish my book, I'm going to go to his door. Mark my words. I'm going to drive there and try it out. And if he's not home, then I'll just drive to the Fred Meyer and start passing out books, because guess what's going to be the final chapter of my book, you guys? Once again, the organic side of the code, but also what happened with this Fred Meyer psyop, which was anything but organic. In terms of how it lined up with my life, though, it was pretty organic. So, just wanted to share this, Another big coincidence. On the day of the shooting, the headline about him getting paid 5 months' salary, just days before his unexpected resignation. This is what everybody should do in the police force and the military. Everyone who has any courage, any real integrity, this is exactly what they do. Police and military, all they do is serve the cabal. And that's it, period. If you think I'm wrong, you're wrong. All they do is serve the tyrants, police and military. That's all they do. And look what just happened to me at the scene. I got assaulted by the news crew. The police won't lift a finger about that. Just imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if I assaulted the news crew and damaged their equipment. Police would have been all over me, would have tackled me. Who knows? They might even have shot me. On the scene of a mass shooting. Imagine how the headlines would have been. There probably would be a national headline. Crazy conspiracy theorist attacks news crew. Disarmed by hero cop. What I did, you guys, makes it so clear about what's going on. I exposed the whole damn thing. How fraudulent the news is, the police. Maybe we can get this man to help us out. John W. Bruce. Anyhow, till next time, Truth Seeker.